Friends, today we take you to that mysterious land, where the greatest testament to human intelligence and hard work stands, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Friends, you've likely seen pyramids many times in photographs or films, but did you know that these pyramids are not just piles of stones, but a marvelous amalgamation of human curiosity, faith, and art? Nearly 4,500 years ago, in a time without electricity, machines, or cranes, the Egyptians created something that even today astonishes scientists. Friends, just imagine, thousands and millions of stones, each weighing several tons, were stacked together by humans in the scorching desert sun with their bare hands and simple tools to create a sky-touching structure. This is a thrilling experience in itself. Friends, the Giza Pyramid is actually a tomb. It belongs to a great Egyptian king, Pharaoh Khufu. Pharaohs were Egyptian kings and were considered incarnations of God on earth. They believed that kings never died, but rather that their souls remained immortal after death. For this reason, whenever a king died, massive tombs were built for them, where their mummies and treasures were kept. The Giza Pyramid is the largest and most magnificent of these tombs. Historians believe that this pyramid was completed around 2560 BC. That means, friends, it is approximately 45 centuries old. Imagine, despite such a long time, it still stands strong, while many of our modern buildings don't even last 100 years. Friends, the most amazing thing is that the Great Pyramid of Giza is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and today, it is the only one of those 7 wonders that remains completely intact. Its size is so massive that when you stand before it, you feel as small as an ant. The pyramid's height was approximately 146 meters, but now it has shrunk slightly to about 138 meters because the top has crumbled over time. Its 4 corners are so precisely oriented that they point exactly north, south, east, and west. Friends, just thinking about how humans could have achieved such perfect geometry and mathematics 4,500 years ago is as horrifying as its existence. Friends, the story of the pyramid's construction is as mysterious as its existence. It is said that it took approximately 20 years to build, and millions of laborers worked day and night on it. But the real question is how such massive stones were cut, transported, and placed on top. Some scientists say that laborers used wooden rollers and ramps, but building such a long ramp across such a vast desert is nothing short of astonishing. This is why some believe that the pyramids may have involved secret technology, or perhaps even the help of aliens. Friends, the most striking feature of the Giza pyramids isn't just their size or height, but their construction method, which remains a mystery even today. Just imagine, back then there were no trucks, cranes, or iron tools, only stone, wood, and human labor. Yet, millions of stones were stacked on top of each other in such a way that barely a hair's breadth of space was left. It's said that each stone weighed between 2 and 15 tons. Friends, moving such heavy stones from one place to another is difficult, and lifting them uphill seems even more impossible. But the Egyptians did it. Even today, many engineers believe that if we had to do such a task without machines, we probably wouldn't be able to do it. Friends, you'll be surprised to know that the stones for the pyramids weren't brought from the surrounding rocks, but from many kilometers away. These stones were transported by boat through the Nile River. Imagine how such large boats could have been built at that time to handle such heavy stones. Then, dragging them across the desert sands must have been the work of thousands of laborers and slaves. Some historians suggest that these laborers were not actually slaves, but rather farmers, employed to build the pyramids outside of the agricultural season. Thus, friends, this wasn't just a king's tomb, but the result of the collective labor of an entire society. Now, friends, another interesting thing. Many secret rooms and passages have been built inside the pyramid. Upon entering from the main entrance, the first entrance is the king's chamber, the king's room, where his mummy and treasure were kept. There is also the queen's chamber and several tunnels, whose true purpose remains unclear. Some tunnels lead outward, as if pointing to the stars. Scientists have discovered that the direction of the pyramid and its paths connect with the stars in the sky, especially the Orion constellation. Friends, it's a matter of wonder how people of so many years ago knew astronomy so well. It seems as if they had established a direct connection between the Earth and the sky. Friends, when you hear these things, it seems that the Giza Pyramid is not just a structure of stones, but an observatory or a treasure trove of mysterious knowledge. Many believe that the pyramid is a center of energy. It's said that things kept inside it don't rot, and even small animals, upon death, quickly decompose into a mummy-like state. Hearing these stories, one feels a sense of mystery, Perhaps the Egyptians possessed some secret power or knowledge that even today's scientific world doesn't know. Friends, when we discuss the mysteries of the Giza pyramids, the first question that comes to mind is, did humans really build them? You might be surprised to hear this question, but the truth is that many historians and scientists believe that it was impossible for humans to build such a massive structure at that time. Imagine, friends, approximately 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing between 2 tons and 15 tons, were joined with such precision that even a needle could not penetrate them. There were no steel tools, no machines, and no modern technology at that time. So how did this miracle happen? This is the question that has made the pyramids one of the most mysterious buildings in the world. Friends, some people believe that aliens may have been behind the construction of the pyramids. Yes, you might laugh, but there are some facts behind this theory. It is said that at that time, the Egyptians observed the heavens very closely and worshipped them. It's possible that beings from another world may have imparted secret knowledge or directly assisted them. This is because the pyramid's layout matches the 3 stars in the sky, the Orion belt. The positions of the 3 pyramids mirror the pattern of those stars. Is this mere coincidence or a deeper plan? Friends, even today, scientists haven't been able to provide a definitive answer. But we're not the only ones who believe in the alien theory. Some scientists say that the Egyptians were masters of geometry and mathematics at the time. They mapped the pyramids by observing the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. Every corner of the Giza pyramid is so precisely positioned that it points north, south, east, and west. Just imagine, how could someone have determined such perfect directions thousands of years before the advent of compasses and GPS? This shows the intelligence and patience of the people of that time. Now, friends, another thing that deepens this mystery is the environment inside the pyramids. It is said that things kept inside the pyramids do not spoil for a very long time. Some experiments have shown that even food and drinks dry out slowly there, but do not rot quickly. This has led people to believe that the pyramids possess a hidden energy. Some call it pyramid power. Some even claim that sitting inside a pyramid calms the mind and facilitates meditation. Friends, you might be wondering, if it's so mysterious, what was the pyramid's true purpose? Was it really just a king's tomb, or is there some other hidden secret? Historians believe that King Khufu wanted his spirit to live on forever, and he built a pyramid-like home for it. But friends, if it was just a tomb, why all the effort? Could such a massive structure have been built to house just one body? This is the question that has puzzled people for thousands of years. Friends, the mysteries of the Giza pyramids deepen when we talk about the hidden rooms and passages within. You may have heard that there are many secret chambers within the pyramid that have not been fully opened to this day. Scientists and explorers have attempted many times to investigate each passage. But friends, as new doors are discovered, the mystery deepens. For example, the King's Chamber and Queen's Chamber are well known, but the narrow and long tunnels surrounding them remain a mystery even today. Some tunnels lead outward and open directly to the sky, as if some invisible force or spirit could reach the stars from there. Friends, it's worth pondering whether the Egyptians truly believed that the soul ascended to the stars, or whether it held some other hidden secret. Now, friends, let me tell you another interesting thing. In modern times, when scientists use special technology to scan the pyramid, they discovered large, hidden voids within. These are chambers that have never been opened. The question arises, what could be hidden in these rooms? Is there hidden treasure, or some ancient secret that has been kept hidden from the world? Some believe that some secret books containing knowledge may be kept there, containing things unknown even to today's world. Still others say that the king's actual mummy or items related to him are hidden there, because the identity of the mummy found so far does not completely match Khufu. Friends, these things make this pyramid even more mysterious. Friends, there's another big question surrounding the pyramids. Was it really built solely as a tomb? Historians say yes, it was a tomb, but many researchers believe its true purpose may have been something else. Some believe it was a kind of energy machine, connected to the Earth and the universe. The pyramid's shape and angles are precisely designed to harmonize with the Earth's magnetic field. Some scientists have even suggested that the pyramid's design is so perfect that it attracts cosmic energy. Friends, the question now is, if this is true, where did the Egyptians acquire this knowledge? Did they discover it themselves, or did they receive it from some other power? Not only this, friends, stories of curses associated with the pyramids are also very popular. It is said that whenever anyone tried to disturb the pyramids or the mummies of a king, bad things happened to them. When Tutankhamun's tomb was opened in the 1920s, many explorers died mysterious deaths. This is why people believe that Egyptians cursed their tombs and pyramids to protect them. Legends about the Giza pyramids also say that anyone who dared to reveal their secrets was punished. Whether this is true or just rumor is hard to say, but these stories still inspire both fear and excitement. Friends, one of the most fascinating things we hear about the Giza pyramids is their mathematical and scientific precision. Imagine, 4,500 years ago, when calculators didn't even exist, people were making calculations that astonished today's engineers. The pyramid's foundation is so evenly built that the difference between its heights and depths is barely less than 2 centimeters. Friends, achieving such perfect leveling on such a vast area of land was no easy task. The pyramid shape is also very unique. Its slope is approximately 51 degrees, and it is said that this angle is most suitable for attracting cosmic energy. Now imagine, where did they get this knowledge? Friends, another great mystery of the pyramids is their geographical location. If you look at the location of the Giza pyramids on a map, you'll find that they are built near the very center of the Earth. This location is so perfect in all 4 directions, north, south, east, and west, that it seems as if someone had carefully measured it. Some even say that if you divide the Earth into 4 parts, the pyramids fall almost at the crosspoint. Now the question arises, did the Egyptians know the Earth's sphericity, its measurements, and its geographic center? If so, how did they acquire this knowledge, given that there were no telescopes or modern technology at the time? Now, friends, another amazing thing. If you compare the height of the pyramid to the radius of the Earth, it fits in a perfect ratio. This means that the pyramid is not just a structure of stones, but a living example of mathematics and astronomy. Many scientists believe that mathematical constants like pi and the golden ratio are hidden within it. Friends, these things are not without reason. They prove that the design of the pyramid was not just for decoration, but rather hid a profound scientific secret. Friends, after hearing all this, a question arises again and again. How did humans possess such profound knowledge so many years ago? Did they discover everything through so much effort themselves, or did they possess the knowledge of an ancient civilization that was far more advanced than us? Some consider it the knowledge of a lost civilization, while others cling to alien theories. But what the truth is remains a mystery. Friends, let's now discuss the supernatural tales and beliefs associated with the pyramids. The Giza pyramids are not just a testament to science and mathematics, but also a treasure trove of mystery and adventure. It is said that a strange energy exists within the pyramids, which people have even felt. Many researchers have claimed that when they entered the pyramids, they felt a unique sense of peace and vibration. Friends, these vibrations are nothing ordinary. They feel as if an invisible force is present there. Some even say that meditating within the pyramids elevates the soul to a higher level. Now, friends, the fun would be incomplete without mentioning the stories of curses. The Giza pyramids have always been considered mysterious and dangerous. It is said that whenever anyone tried to disturb them, they suffered dire consequences. There is a famous Egyptian saying, "Whoever disturbs the king's sleep will not find peace even in death." There have been numerous instances in history when explorers have entered the pyramids in search of treasure, only to mysteriously die shortly after. Friends, these incidents instill fear in people, making it seem as if the pyramids are truly cursed. But friends, it's not just fear and mystery. Many strange incidents have also been reported related to the pyramids. Some travelers have claimed that while standing near the pyramids, their watches suddenly stopped or their cameras malfunctioned. Scientists say this may be due to the magnetic waves there. But friends, the question is, where do such powerful magnetic waves originate? Are the pyramids truly a source of some mysterious energy? Friends, there's another interesting aspect to the stories of the Giza pyramids, a spiritual journey. Some believe that the pyramids are the place on Earth where the veil between humans and the universe is thinnest. This means that the soul can easily connect with the other world. This is why King Khufu built his tomb here, so that his soul could connect directly with the stars and the gods. Friends, the most remarkable feature of the Giza pyramids is that they are not just a structure of stones, but also an indelible mark of human civilization. Imagine, friends, 4,500 years ago, humans created such a structure that even today's engineers and scientists are left in awe. The blocks of the pyramid were cut and placed with such precision that not a single air vent remains. Furthermore, the total weight of the pyramid is estimated to be approximately 6.5 million tons. Friends, Building such a massive structure even today would be nothing short of a miracle. Friends, let's now talk about the exterior of the pyramid. It was once completely covered with slab stones, polished so that sunlight would make them sparkle. It is said that from a distance, it looked like a mountain of gold standing in the entire desert. Due to time and wars, these shiny stones have now been removed, but friends, the sight of it must have amazed people. Scientists believe that these shiny stones were placed as a signal to travelers from afar, so that they would know that this was the tomb of a great king. Friends, the most astonishing thing about entering the pyramid is its amazing temperature and sound system. It is said that the temperature inside the pyramid remains almost constant, no matter how hot it is outside. Furthermore, the sound inside is so perfect that even a whisper can be heard far and wide. Some researchers believe that it was built to facilitate religious rituals and meditation for the king and priests. Friends, imagine how humans 4,500 years ago conceived and implemented all this. Now friends, another mystery that will blow your mind is the cosmic connection of the Giza pyramids. Many researchers have claimed that the position and shape of the pyramids are designed in accordance with the Orion Belt, a lane of 3 stars. This means that the Egyptians deeply studied not only the earth, but also the sky and the stars. Friends, it is amazing to think that they acquired such profound knowledge of astronomy, astrology, and mathematics so many years ago. Friends, the most surprising aspect of the pyramids is their energy power. It is said that things kept inside the pyramids do not spoil for a long time. Scientists have even conducted experiments and found that eggs and grains remain safe inside the pyramids for a long time. Some people call this pyramid power. Friends, if this is true, it proves that the pyramids are not just tombs but can also be a kind of energy machine. Friends, another interesting fact, the design of the pyramids is so perfect that it still challenges researchers today. Scientists are still trying to understand how the pyramid blocks were cut, transported, and placed. Some believe that the knowledge of an ancient, advanced civilization was behind this. Friends, all this suggests that the Giza pyramids are not just history, but a confluence of science, mystery, and human intellect. Friends, the mystery of the Giza pyramids deepens when we discuss their construction techniques. Just imagine, even in today's modern age, building such a massive structure requires heavy machinery, but how was this possible 4,500 years ago with just humans and simple tools? Some researchers believe that the pyramid stones were not only cut, but also ground in a special way so that they fit perfectly together. Friends, this process was so precise that it is almost impossible to replicate it without today's lasers and machines. Friends, the hard work of the laborers involved in the construction of the pyramids is unparalleled. Historians believe that millions of people were involved. Some of these were farmers, who were employed outside their seasonal agricultural work to build the pyramids. The day and night labor, the scorching desert sun, and the lifting of heavy stones, all this is an unparalleled example of human strength and perseverance. Friends, just imagine, when there were no machines and only wood, rope, and simple tools, how was such a massive construction possible? This is why many people consider it the greatest miracle of human civilization. Now, friends, the pyramid's interior design is also remarkable. It contains numerous tunnels and rooms that remain a mystery to scientists even today. The largest room is the King's Chamber. King Khufu's mummy was kept here, and treasures and religious objects were kept around it. In addition, there is the Queen's Chamber and several smaller tunnels, whose true purpose remains unclear. Some tunnels open directly to the sky, as if connecting to the stars and the universe. Friends, let's now discuss the mysterious theory behind the Giza pyramids. It is said that the pyramid's design and position were based on the Orion Belt stars. This suggests that the Egyptians deeply studied not only the earth, but also the heavens. This is why the pyramids were built not just as tombs, but also as astronomical and spiritual centers. Friends, imagine how humans could have acquired so much knowledge 4,500 years ago, without the modern tools we have today. Friends, another interesting thing about the pyramids is their energy and sound effects. The temperature inside the pyramids remains constant, and the sound is so clear that even a whisper can be heard from a distance. Scientists have observed that objects kept in the pyramids do not spoil for long periods of time. Even eggs and grains remain safe for a long time. Friends, this is called pyramid power, and it is believed that kings and priests built it for meditation, worship, and scientific experiments. Friends, now you must be wondering why such a huge, mysterious, and amazing structure was built. Was it just the king's tomb, or did it serve some other purpose? Historians say that King Khufu wanted his spirit to live forever. Some believe that secret knowledge, treasures, and energy centers are hidden inside the pyramids. Friends, this question makes the pyramids mysterious even today. Friends, the greatest mystery of the Giza pyramids remains their geographical and astronomical precision. Imagine, the four corners of the pyramid are perfectly oriented north, south, east, and west. This is such a perfect orientation that even modern instruments cannot accurately measure it. How humans achieved this 4,500 years ago without compasses and GPS remains a major question even today. Historians believe that the Egyptians must have determined this direction by studying the movement of the sun, moon, and stars. Friends, imagine how amazing and impossible this level of knowledge must have seemed to the people of that time. Friends, the stones and blocks used in the construction of the pyramids are also a major mystery. Approximately 2.3 million stones were used in the Giza pyramids, each weighing between 2 tons and 15 tons. Friends, imagine that these stones were brought by river, dragged across the desert sand, and then placed at a height to form the pyramid. Performing this feat without modern machinery is nothing short of a miracle. This is why many people believe that building the pyramids was not possible for humans, and perhaps some advanced ancient civilization or mysterious power was involved in it. Friends, let's now talk about the inner chambers and tunnels. Inside the pyramid are numerous tunnels that have not yet been fully explored. Some lead directly to the sky, while others appear to have been built for the king and his spirit. The king's chamber and queen's chamber are well known, but some secret chambers remain undiscovered. Some researchers believe that these chambers may hold ancient treasures, religious texts, or scientific discoveries that we still cannot understand. This is why the pyramid remains a center of mystery and excitement even today. Friends, there are also many famous stories about the pyramid's energy and power theory. It is said that objects kept inside the pyramid do not spoil for long. Scientists have observed that eggs and grains remain safe for long periods by placing them inside the pyramid. This is called pyramid power. Many researchers have found that meditating and praying inside the pyramid can bring mental peace and energy. Friends, imagine how humans acquired such profound knowledge and built it 4,500 years ago. Friends, the mysterious stories of the pyramids also include curses and supernatural events. It is said that if anyone tried to disturb the pyramids or the mummies of kings, they suffered dire consequences. Many explorers died mysterious deaths, and this is why stories of curses still resonate around the pyramids. Some believe that this is not just a rumor but a truth. Friends, even today, people hesitate to approach the pyramids after hearing these stories. Friends, we can now understand that the Giza pyramids are not just a tomb but a confluence of human intelligence, science, mystery, and spiritual power. This pyramid teaches us that when humans unite and set a goal, nothing is impossible. This is why the Giza pyramids still serve as a source of inspiration and excitement for millions. Friends, now that we've explored the entire mystery and history of the Giza pyramids, it's crucial to understand that they're not just a stone structure, but a priceless treasure of human civilization. Imagine, friends, how 4,500 years ago, humans built such a massive structure, a remarkable blend of mathematics, astronomy, architecture, and spiritual knowledge. The pyramid's construction, its design, the precision of the stones, and the internal tunnels, all prove that the Egyptians didn't build it simply for fun or show. It's a reflection of the thinking, science, and faith of their time. Friends, the pyramid's connection to space and astronomy further magnifies its mystique. It's not just a structure standing on the ground, but a structure that aligns with the stars and planets in the sky. Its position and shape were chosen according to the Orion Belt and other constellations. Some researchers believe it was built to connect the king's soul to the universe. Friends, it's fascinating how, without modern equipment, they acquired this profound knowledge and transferred it to the pyramid. Now, friends, let's talk about the energy and mystery of the pyramids. Many researchers have observed that the temperature within the pyramids remains constant, and the sound is so clear that even a whisper can be heard from a distance. Furthermore, items kept inside the pyramids, such as grains and eggs, do not spoil for long periods of time. This is called pyramid power. Furthermore, meditation and worship here can also bring mental peace and energy. Friends, these facts prove that the pyramids are not just tombs but also a kind of energy machine. Friends, the curses and supernatural phenomena associated with the Giza pyramids still frighten people today. It is said that those who disturbed the pyramids or searched for treasure often met mysterious deaths. Many researchers believe this may not be just a rumor, but may be true, as the mysteries of the many hidden chambers and tunnels within the pyramids remain unsolved. Friends, this is why millions of people still feel awe and fascination upon seeing them. Now friends, it's important to understand that the true significance of the Giza pyramids isn't just physical. They symbolize human intelligence, patience, and collective hard work. Thousands of laborers and scholars worked together to build them. The pyramids teach us that when humans unite, even the impossible becomes possible. They inspire us that despite difficulties and challenges, humans can achieve their goals. Friends, in the end, it wouldn't be wrong to say that the Giza pyramids are a confluence of history, science, mystery, and spirituality. They are not just the pride of the Egyptians, but an achievement of all mankind. They remind us that there are no limits to human thought, hard work, and knowledge. And that's why the Giza pyramids remain a source of inspiration and excitement for millions even today. So friends, if you ever visit Egypt, don't just visit them to see them. Feel them, try to understand their mysteries, and experience the amazing energy that has existed here for thousands of years. The Giza pyramids are not just stones, but living symbols of history and mystery.